how I thought this would be a little bit better for our conversation. I'm not making fun of the Obama administration. I voted for Obama. What are you talking about, dude? I don't have anything against the man. I hate the whole system itself. That's what you're not understanding. The video was talking about how corrupt everyone was. If you watch Alex Jones, he made fun of the Bush administration. He got on the Bush administration. He got on the Obama administration. It's the same people. What he's trying to say is Obama pretty much put the same people that Bush worked around into office. He reappointed Ben Bernanke back to the Federal Reserve, which was probably the whole brains of the whole operation, the bailout scandal. Obama voted for the bailouts back in 2008. So I mean, and Ron Paul did not. It's not that I hate Obama. It's just that I don't like his voting record. If you look at his, it's not about the promises. And if you look at the promises, look how many promises have been broken. Look how many have been stalled. Look how many are in the works and probably never will be done. Look how many he had compromised, and look how many that he's kept. There's more. He has more promises that are broken. I mean, dude, I'm glad he launched supportive services for housing programs. I'm glad he's spending all this money to programs and whatnot. But where the hell is the jobs? And the use of torture, that's cool too. But why do we still have Guantanamo Bay? I mean, you could argue, you could show me all this stuff, but you can patronize it at the same time. Increase the size of the Army and Marine Corps. I thought we were supposed to be coming coming out of Afghanistan and Iraq. Why are you increasing the size of the military? Isn't that part of why we're in debt, because our military budget is so high? I mean, what are you showing me? What? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And the thing about it is, I don't hate Obama. I don't hate him at all. I don't hate his administration. I do hate the system that he works in, but he seems to be agreeing with the system when he signed NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act. And that was a killer, because he says, don't worry about it, I won't sign it. And on the dead of night, December 31st, he signs it. Like, he doesn't do what he said, you know what I'm saying? He does one thing, then does another. That's the thing I don't like. That's all he does. He does one thing and does another. Just like, I would bring something else out there. I forgot what he had said, but it's just like, I don't know if I could deal with that. And then he tries to like go after the corporations when he signed the 2008 bailouts. So it's just like, how are you gonna go after the people that you were siding with? You sided with the corporations in 2008. Now how are you gonna go after them? What you should have you should have told them, let the businesses fail. It's just his voting record. I don't like neither. You know. Because he voted for the same thing the Republicans did back in 2008. If you look at his voting record, go to his Senate records and you will see. I will put a link probably on this video too to show you. Going back to I don't believe the whole entire thing that video has told you. I do believe some of it because it's actually true. I mean, you could do the research yourself and find out. He has done, and he's saying he brought the unemployment rate down. The true unemployment in America is 18% right now. That's because people stopped looking for a job. You know, it's not 8%. It's not 8.5. It's 18. They got soldiers coming back from Iraq that can't even find a job right now. And I'm not a critic at all. You call me a critic, and I'm not even a critic, dude. I just don't tolerate bullshit. I didn't tolerate bullshit from Bush. I didn't tolerate bullshit from Bill Clinton, even though he lied about him cheating on his wife. But that was cool. You know what I'm saying? That was cool. But when you promise all this stuff to Americans and you can't even compromise all of your promises, and yet the ones that really matter, the ones that really truly matter, say like, oh, I'm going to close down Guantanamo Bay. You don't even do it. Yeah, see what I mean? He says one thing and does another. That's what I don't like. Okay, but that's fine. Though. He's probably cool as a person. He has a family. I'm not hating on the man at all. But when it comes to somebody like Ron Paul, I have to choose Ron Paul because of his voting record, and he's honest. How can you beat that? He voted against the bailouts. He voted against the Iraq War. Obama voted with the Iraq War. Obama voted with the 2008 bailouts. Ron Paul said the housing market was going to crash back in 2001. What happened? The housing market crashed back in 2008. 7 years before that, he was said, "Hey, the housing market's going to crash," and what did it do? It crashed. No, I don't agree on some of I don't even agree on some of Ron Paul's policies. Some of them seem kind of whacked out. Like he wants to go back to the gold standard, and that's what bankrupted Great Britain back in the day. All I'm saying is, yes, I know the system is corrupt as hell, but when you look at it, when you look at all the Republicans on that stage, you got them all. They're all supported. Well, two of them are supported by which is Gingrich and Romney, by the same companies that got bailed out back in 2008. And then you got Santorum, who seems to be a little extreme. And then you got one level-headed guy. I don't even want to say his name anymore. I know a lot of people like Barack Obama, but it's just like, if it ever came down to it, don't get me wrong, but if there was no other better candidate than Ron Paul, I probably would vote for Obama again. But when it's just like, when Ron Paul's up there, I have to vote on him. Because there's no, and I don't believe he's going to change everything once why do people keep saying that? I don't believe he's going to change all that, but we do need an honest person in the White House instead of doing all this stuff saying you're going to do one thing to do another. That's all I care about. I want an honest president in the White House whose voting record seems to be actually makes sense. Who votes for what is right instead of what his party believes in. He voted against his party. The Republican Party fully supported the Iraq War, and he voted against it. And they tried to call him unpatriotic when he did it. That's all I'm saying. I just admire the honesty. I admire his voting record. I admire the man, period. Because he stands up for what is right, not what your party believes in. Thank you. Have a nice day.